Alec McLeish is still thanking me on his bare knees. He said, "Bet, you changed my career at Glasgow Rangers." I said, "Alec, I will send you an invoice. No problem."
For your chance to win a signed Bert Konterman Rangers shirt or a runners-up prize of a photo signed by Bert, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on the video to enter.
I think my first game against Celtic, I just came over. I think the first game was already after 2-3 months. We played away, Park Heath. And it was my first Old Firm, and players warned me, especially Scottish players like Barry Ferguson and all the youth players of Glasgow Rangers who were in the first team now. And I felt it was something special. And I heard stories of Peter van Vossen. I've seen things on television. When I went to the supermarket, I was warned by people. So I felt there is green and there's blue and there's nothing in between. That's where the world ends, green and blue. That's it. So I felt the whole atmosphere, and I was preparing myself for the first Old Firm on Park Heath. And I was always sleeping with Fernando Rickson, and we were both for the first season in Glasgow, and we were preparing ourselves for the first game. And we thought, well, something like Feyenoord Ajax, maybe something like Feyenoord AZ, where Fernando Rickson was playing in the good times. So a big game. That's what we thought. But then we arrived at Park Heath with the bus, and all the slaughtering to us when we stepped out and walked into the dressing room. Then we did the warming up, and yeah, a certain moment I like stress, I like tension. So I was doing the warming up, and all the Celtic fans were talking to me and swearing to me and slaughtering me, and I was just laughing in my warming up during the stressing and trying to make eye contact with them. So I still felt okay and I still felt comfortable. But then the whistle came, the starting whistle, and then something changed in the stadium on the pitch, and I felt with the Celtic players, they had only one goal that day. That was slaughtering, beating Rangers. Doesn't matter how, but we will beat Rangers in our own stadium. And they had a very mature team with very experienced players. I think the average age of Glasgow, of Celtic at that time was 28, 29, good players. And yeah, we were slaughtered, Parkhead. And I didn't play well. Not really bad, in my opinion, but I did not deliver. I was not sharp. Larsson was my opponent, and I think he also played the ball through my legs in a situation on midfield. But yeah, we were really surprised by the noise, the atmosphere, the determination of the Celtic players. And yeah, I prepared myself, but I did not prepare myself good enough. So, and that was a big warning after that game for myself. So on Monday, we were slaughtered in the media. Unbelievable. Everything was wrong in our numbers. I think we all had 4s and 2s and 3s in the paper, all the Rangers players. And Celtic was the team and was the best at that time. So there was a big warning for all the Dutch players who played the Old Firm for the first time. So after that, yeah, we were more focused, more preparing ourselves for the battles which were coming. And of course, at home we beat them. And we were focusing on a good result. So that was a big changement. But it was still a little bit like ups and downs between Celtic and Rangers in the games. And then, yeah, the game in February came for the League Cup. And the series in front of that were all in advantage of Celtic. And Alec McLeish took over the job of Dick Advocaat. I think Dick Advocaat became technical director of Glasgow Rangers, and Alec McLeish became the coach manager. And yeah, he was struggling with his first Old Firm matches. And yeah, it was not really a good atmosphere on Ibrox. Still a little bit negative about all the results. Celtic was doing well in Europe as well, and we were struggling. So yeah, there was a sort of, yeah, how should you say? No progress at all with Rangers. So then the game came against Celtic for the League Cup. I scored that goal. It was a nice goal. But after that, something changed. And after that, we made a very good run, a very good series with Glasgow Rangers against Celtic. And Alec McLeish is still thanking me on his bare knees. He said, "Bet, you changed my career at Glasgow Rangers." I said, "Alec, I will send you an invoice. No problem." But yeah, he was really happy for me, of course, but also for himself, but also for Glasgow Rangers, that there was a new period, a new era was coming. So yeah, I sometimes do not realize that at all. But yeah, when I come over to Scotland, I still feel what it meant for a lot of fans and for the club to beat Celtic that night in February.